Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another quick vid. Well, it looks like Jarell Baby Miller is getting back into action. This time, he'll be fighting Fred Kassi on the Showbots card on August 19th. Now, Jarell Big Baby Miller is coming off a knockout win over Nick Cuevas in the second round in Niagara Falls. And Cassie's coming off a loss against Tyson Fury's cousin, Huey Fury, and I think that fight went to a draw. Now, if you ask me, this fight right here is a very, very, very tough and very risky fight for Big Baby Miller at this point. And the reason why I say that is because Fred Kassi, though he is 18-5-1 with 10 KOs, he's only got stopped once in his career, and that was against Amir Mansour. And if you guys don't recall, have seen that fight, Mansour had viciously, murderously knocked out Kassi, and I thought Kassi was dead because he was out on the floor for at least a good couple, 3 minutes, and it took him that long for him to be revived. But, glad to see he was okay. He was able to get up, but yeah, that's how vicious he got knocked out by Mansour. But when I say this is a very tricky fight is because Kassi has a very awkward style, very difficult to time and impose your pressure against, because he's a guy who'll switch up on you in middle rounds. He'll switch up it later in the fight or early in the fight. You just don't know when he'll switch up on you, and he'll give you awkward angles on fighting. So he's a very difficult guy. He has very good punch resistance, even though he did get knocked out clean cold by Mansour. But but it's kind of like somewhat of a test for Miller. We'll see. This will be a fight for him to see how he can adapt against a guy like Kassi. If he can adapt to a style very well and see if he can put the pressure on him. The one thing I would like to caution Miller is just, dude, get your conditioning under control, man. I like you, man. I like Big Baby Miller, but there's one thing I just kind of have this. I'm very keen about is conditioning, man. It's just like some of these heavyweights, need to get their conditionings under control. You gotta take that more seriously. I'm not saying that you're not. Big Baby's not taking it seriously, but his last fight, he weighed in 285 pounds. That's the heaviest he ever weighed in. In the fight before that, he was 265. So he definitely need to keep it under. I say his best fighting weight should be around 250. 250. Keep it around there, and you'll definitely be in great shape for your fights. But needless to say, this is a fight that Miller needs to take seriously, because this is a very awkward, and some say this is a very dangerous opponent in Kassi. I'm not, don't think he's dangerous based off the 10 knockouts. What I mean by dangerous is that he can give you a very, very, very difficult fight. Looking forward to it. I think this is the headliner for the Showbots card. Yeah, it is the headliner. So I'll definitely be looking forward to this fight. And if I have to pick a winner, I would say Big Baby Miller. If it is by knockout, I would say maybe in the later rounds, maybe by 8th round. But I more likely would lean towards the fact that this fight's going to go to the distance. He may get the decision based off the fact that he will pressure Kassi. But other than that, I would be very surprised if he can get Kassi out in less than 3 rounds. Very surprised. But the only thing he has to do is just keep his conditioning under control. Let me know what you think, y'all. Care to comment, share, subscribe. Signing off. Peace.